Hi guys, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to Billy's Camera Trap Tuesdays. It's been all go on the cameras this week with loads of activity from the badgers, the foxes and the rabbits. So I thought we'd kick things off with the badgers. Now these guys are my new favourite neighbours. They're short, stocky, powerful animals that live in underground sets which can extend for well over 50 metres. They're part of the mustelid family, which also includes weasels, stoats, pine martens and otters, and their range extend from Britain across Europe and all the way to the Middle East. They live in social groups known as a clan. However, they're unique in the way that clan members will actually forage for food by themselves, unlike other groups of social animals who might hunt together and reap the benefits as a group. Which brings me nicely to another social animal, and one that I think is often overlooked, the rabbit. So this week I had one of my camera traps stationed outside the entrance to a rabbit warren and just get a load of these cuties. Now what you might not know is that the rabbit is actually native to Spain and was introduced to this country by the Normans in the 12th century to provide food and fur. Rabbits are famed for their productivity when it comes to breeding, and each year a female rabbit, known as a doe, can give birth to a litter of 3 to 7 kits every month during the breeding season, which spans from January to August. So in 1 year, an individual doe could actually give birth to 56 kits. And now for something particularly exciting. Last year, Gloucestershire Wildlife Trust, Forestry England and Vincent Wildlife Trust, supported by Forest Holidays and the Woodland Trust, successfully translocated 18 pine martens from Scotland down to the Forest of Dean as part of a lengthy reintroduction project. And the good news is that the pine martens have settled in really well, with more translocations planned for this year and next. I've never actually seen a pine marten in the wild before, so it's a real treat for me to be able to share this footage from Gloucestershire Wildlife Trust's Pine Marten project team. Check this out. Pine martens are one of Britain's rarest mammals and our second rarest carnivore. They're mostly found in Scotland and central Wales. They live in woodlands and they prey predominantly upon small mammals. And thanks to their semi-retractable claws, they're fantastic at climbing trees. But it's not just the pine martens that the Gloucestershire Wildlife Trust team have caught climbing trees. I absolutely love this shot. Have a look at this badger. I think he's forgotten that he's meant to be fossorial, not arboreal. Now before we go, it's time to share some of the footage that you guys have been sending in over the past week. We've had a great response so far, so thank you so much for sending in all of your stuff. So we're going to kick things off with this badger that's been sent in by Finn Wilson. Now Finn Wilson is an ecology student at the University of Gloucestershire, and he filmed this badger on his camera trap on the Cheltenham campus prior to lockdown. So just to reiterate that, this was filmed on the campus before lockdown, but what an amazing shot of some den maintenance there by that badger. Finn, thank you so much for sending that in. You can see what Finn's getting up to on his social media pages at An Ecologist with a Camera. And we've had this sent in by a filmmaker friend of mine, Ben Harris. Ben's been setting up some camera traps on his local patch, and he's getting regular visits from a badger and this fox as well. Ben, cheers for sending that in, buddy. You can see what he's getting up to on his media page, which is at @BHarris. He's done some pretty awesome stuff, so check his stuff out as well. Now, one animal that I'm yet to see in my local patch is a hedgehog, so I'm thrilled that we've had a few shots sent in this week. Jenny Palmer set up a camera trap in her garden, and she was over the moon when she found out that a hedgehog was visiting her garden at night. So Jenny, thank you so much for sending this in. I love that photograph. And whilst we're on hedgehogs, we've also had this sent in by Derek Lightstone. Some amazing footage here from not one but 3 hedgehogs in his garden that are not obeying social distancing rules, and it's a bit of a free-for-all, but I absolutely love it, and what a way to finish this week's episode. So thank you so much for everyone that sent in their footage this week, but please keep sending more in. So if you have a camera trap set up in your garden, we want to know what you're seeing. So please send in your garden camera trap footage to marketing@gloucestershireWildlifeTrust.co.uk or tag @GlossWildlife in all your social media posts, and I'll share some more in subsequent episodes of Billy's Camera Trap Tuesdays. So stay home, stay safe, don't forget to keep washing those hands, and I'll see you next week for some more camera trap action.